Alright, this beauty is a car that I built a few years back.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
And it's a 1957 Buick Roadmaster, one family owned, and we did the full deal on this one. It has different subframe, the original motor, Buick nailhead. It's one of the smaller displacement ones anyways. So original motor, one of the heads looked like it had been replaced at some point in time. I mated it up to a Turbo 400 trans with a Borgenson adapter. I put a Camaro disc brake rear end in it, so it has four-wheel disc brakes on full air ride. It lays out. It's in here for a few things. The fuel keeps on pulling back, like it won't keep pressure, and so the line goes empty every time it sits for a day or two. And so we're going to address that, and when I got ready to take it out, the brakes weren't working. So me being as gun shy as I am at the moment, especially with Rizzo, we put some fluid in it, bled the front brakes because that's what's the reservoir that was empty, and was able to drive it down here, which his shop is just a few shops up from mine. And I just want to take care of them on this car, and I probably should have been doing some more on it. Got it in here sooner. It's just hard to bring stuff in. It has quite a few little custom things, but kind of a stock bodied car. Kind of did the paint a little different than normal. It's a satin green, that the green is matched to the original green, and the did the black on the bottom, which this car was painted all the way green, and it was painted green with white, and so it had a few different things going on. It was pretty abused. It was folded in the middle from all the rot and the rockers falling off and all the things it hit, and windows are all busted out, but came a long way. I did have a lot of time with this one. It had been in my shop for years. It was kind of the fill-in job, not too big of a deal, and so it just kind of always got neglected, and it's still being a little bit neglected by me. So we're going to try to get it back to where it's going strong and he can drive the damn thing. Alright, kind of see work under here. Engine was all painted original. Somewhere in this area we have a leaking brake. You can see it's taking the paint off there. And there's my tag. But the car is really beautiful under here. You know, I did everything pretty legit. What we're wondering is if there's some sort of leak in here on the pickup or something. And this tank, we couldn't get a new tank when we built it, but now you can get one. And you can see this poor thing is just hammered. The original one was super rusted out. And so we took this one out of our donor vehicle. But yeah, it's hammered. So now they do make a replacement fuel tank, so that's what we're going to put in it. You can kind of see some of my work here. Little designs in the notch. I plan to take the fuel tank out without taking the fuel out. That's my plan. I think I'm just going to set it down on our little roller table here. So disconnect it, plug it, pull it, get our new tank in here. Breathe nice and easy. Take a deep breath. Need that. Blars! Blars! So I'm gonna not want to come off. I did that horribly. That was not what I wanted to do. Alright. Phenomenal step one, get fuel everywhere. Let's check our fuel tank, make sure we got the correct one here. Oh, and ain't she a beauty? Looks the same enough. Alright, let's get our new tank outfitted here before we throw it up in there. Even got a new fuel cap. Just want to make sure everything's working on here. Alright, got our fuel line hooked back up. Since we got a new tank here, I'm not going to worry about the fuel filter back here. We got a fuel filter up front that'll take care of that. But just, God, that's refreshing to have a new tank in this. It was just kind of the only thing I didn't redo on this car, and it was just always kind of bugging me. Hooked up our ground in case if that was being an issue with the fuel gauge not working. Now I got Jared's head stuck in the car.
I really can't move it much.
What's going on, Jared's head?
I'm trying to figure out what line is leaking on the prop valve because we've got a brake leak.
You can see it's taking the paint off here. So now on to that. Doing a few just maintenance things, greasing the front end, greasing any grease fittings we got. I think we found our brake leak. It was the proportioning valve where it actually front and back go together. Let me see if I can. It's kind of, yeah, that chrome goodie at the end there was a little loose on the proportioning valve there. Kind of wiping things down, checking things over. We're gonna open up the rear here and see if it'll bleed. Kind of gravity bleed it first, and then we'll do a full bleed on it. Put some fuel back in our tank. And it'll be about time for lunch and putting fuel back in our tank. What? I'm an hour late on lunch? Oh, this is horse shit. Did you know we missed lunch?
I got here late. My whole day's off.
Low life problems. Alright. Good day of getting things right on this little girl. And it's time to go ahead and take her back home.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job,